Independence Day to the people of Ghana. Today is the 6th of March 2026, Ghana's 69th independence anniversary. And we're live from the Dr. Kwame Kyei Sports Complex in Abrankese for the Ghana Premier League fixture between the home side, Nations FC, and the visitors, Bechem United FC. We are bringing to you this game live on TV3 and Max TV, powered by Adisa Productions Limited. My name is Nana Dakwa Jesse, together with Kelvin Owusu-Ansah. We're your commentators from Abrankese, where we'll bring to you an Independence Day classic between Nations and Bechem.
Well, Bechem have struggled, but the Hunters have picked up the pieces with Emisa getting the very best out of them. But Frimpong has also done a decent job on Nations FC, making sure that where they faltered from the start, they've managed to pick up the pieces. There's a team that is in motion, but there's still a lot more they can do to keep their solidity and probably keep their ticket for something better next season.
In this side of town, there could be some partying somewhere.
Well, this could be the start of a very brilliant night for them if they manage to get 3 points as Nations FC, for all their fans who have trooped from the nearby villages to make sure that they support the team to success.
Razak Simpson is leading the team this afternoon once again. He's been the most consistent player in this team in the last 2 seasons, with the clock ticking fast against the call-up to the national team for the World Cup. He'll be hopeful of a place in the Mundial. Sanon is imposed at right back is Boyne, at left back is Boache, Gripman and Simpson in central defense. Sapon, Safo, Inzole, Mashud in the former midfield with Efa, who has been in some brilliant form in the last couple of games, leading the attack alongside Annor, and interestingly, both of them scored last weekend in Swedru. Augustine Okra leading this team against Razak Simpson's Nations. Our referee for today is Franklin Akumate. He's assisted by Roland Ade and then Bless Chachu Awaji. Charles Bulu is our 4th referee for this afternoon's game here in Abrankese.
Well, these are able men who know the job, and they definitely would be up to the task.
Bechem United are keeping their trusted, safest pair of hands. Asiedo imposed Abebio at the right back, Jemfia at left back, and Pierre free in central defense. A 3-man midfield of Isaiah Nyako, Jamne and Apia, with Annor, Okai, and the legendary Augustine Okra in attack for Bechem United.
Bechem will rely on his experience, his quality that he brings to the party, and that will be pivotal to the game today. But one player to look forward to is Isaiah Nyako.
Interestingly, both teams have gone through managerial changes, with Kobne Misa coming in to replace Boche in the early stages of the Premier League, with Frimpong Manso also coming in to replace Kasimo Okanse Mengo, who coincidentally is a former coach of Bechem United.
It's quite interesting, and for Frimpong Manso, he definitely knows the league so well. He won last season with Gold Stars, but Nemisa was questioned about his capability of handling the Ghana Premier League side. Hopefully, what he does with Bechem will give him that credibility that he can also do it in Ghana's top flight.
It's Nations versus Bechem here at the Dr. Kwame Kyei Sports Complex in Abrankese. It's Ghana Premier League on Independence Day, and Bechem gets us going here in Abrankese. Here is Esiedu, first touch for Bechem's goalkeeper. Long surge inside. Kwame Boache has the ball down. Okra is approaching. Boache's first touch hands Bechem United the first throw-in of the afternoon.
It's going to be quite interesting, the battle between Boache and Augustine Okra. Okra pacey, but Boache very much careful and tactful with his ability.
Here is Boache. Now Simpson to Gripman. Gripman launches a long one. He's targeting Annor, but Esiedu comes out with a diving header away. Safo. Here's Boache. Boache lays one, looking for Efa. Good control from Efa, but he was unable to keep the ball in as he rolls outside for a throw into Bechem United.
Both teams are yet to really have firm control over the game. Neither of them seems not to have settled. It's early days yet. It could change in the next couple of minutes.
Simpson finds Sarpong, lays one looking for Annor. Ampia, first to arrive, gets the ball out, Nations throw. Now here's Emmanuel Annor, swings one in, what a beauty! This is an absolute beauty, brilliant strike from Emmanuel Annor. Oh goodness me, how did he do that, Emmanuel Annor? Instinctive strike, absolute perfection.
A little bit off his line, took it at the edge of the penalty area, right into the top right corner. Fantastic finish from Annor. And that is the game of football. Momentary lapse of concentration and Bechem have been punished.
Well, did I say the visitors? No, it is the home side. Annor has scored against his former club. He used to play for the team in the lemon jerseys. Now he's paying them back in their own coins. Annor scores against Bechem. His Nations won, Bechem United 0.
And he was even graceful in scoring that brilliant goal against his former side. Deciding not to celebrate and paying lots of respect to them. But that is a fantastic finish. Hardly do you see this finish from players. He took it so well.
Here is Safo, lays one for Simpson, was looking for space to drive. Isaiah Nyako got something on it, but it's only as far as grip, man. It's 10 minutes here at the Dr. Kwame Kyei Sports Complex in Abrankese. His Nations won, Bechem United 0.
Very good start there for Nations. They needed something that was going to break the Bechem United team and force them out of their shells. And the game is going to be a lot more open as they look for the equalizer. Bechem would have to battle.
Here's Brandon Antwi on the flanks, sends in one. Here's Nations coming forward, but Asiedu sneaks and grabs the ball for Nation for the Bechem United. Here is Annor. Abdela makes the run. Annor hangs on. He gets to Abdela. Lovely touch. Beautiful skill from Abdela. Can he go past his marker? Swings in across. But that's some clever defending from Abebio. He had to be there. Right place, right time.
He's clearly having a very decent game. Abebio trying to make sure that they know the deficiencies and quickly work on them.
Good play from Nyako. Here comes Annor for Bechem United. Getting to the box of Nations with a cutback. Chance for Bechem. Oh, that's a good block from Boache. Can they equalize here? Another block from Inzoli. Nations defending that goal they scored so jealously. Cross comes in and it's a corner for Bechem United. Nations are defending so well.
Some stats brushed off. He's going to look for the drive.
Certainly. Akumate whistles. Brandon steps forward. He lifts it for Razaki. Bends one. How? Misses by a whisker. That was close.
Brilliant technique, but look at Siedu, knew that once went over the wall. It was always going to go away, but he couldn't take chances. A whisker away. Look at that.
Here is Annor. Difficult to dispossess. Brandon Nyako. Good play from Sarpong. That's the second goal. And Nations FC have made it 2-0 before the break. Nations have doubled their lead. It's Mashud Abdallah for the home side. Nations are up by 2 before halftime.
That was a meticulous build up there from Nations. Once it got to Brandon, switched quickly through Benjamin Asiedu's legs. And Mashud was right there, right place at the right time.
Bechem appealed for an offside.
That's a clean goal.
But
that's a clean
that
goal.
won't count because there was nowhere.
That was a clean goal. Clean finish.
An offside came in. Good goal.
Clean finish.
That's it. That's the whistle to wrap up the first half year at the Dr. Kwame Kyei Sports Complex in Abrankese. Halftime in Abrankese. Nations FC 2. Bechem United 0. From the first half and the second half is underway. Nations gets us going.
Bechem United cannot start lethargic as they started the first half. They need to pull their weight. They need to be more disciplined in their approach. They need to be more tactful. They need to push the game to Nations FC. Nations in a very comfortable lead now. Will take their time and will relax for the errors that will come from Bechem to capitalize on and increase their lead.
Here is Ampere. He's trying to find Apia. He's got Annor on his left. He comes through the middle. Here is Nyako. Nyako wants support. He drives one forward. Sanon with a calm save.
There was a brilliant drive there by Isaiah Nyako. He has that in him. Had too much space, and you can see Razak Simpson complaining to even Safo close him down quickly.
Bechem United are coming up with the double substitution. Godfred Yolson swings to the right to Atugba. Atugba to Yolson. Here comes Okra. Bends in across. Chance for Bechem. Can they get one back? But Jemfi's ball doesn't find anybody as Okra's effort.
Also, Nations giving the ball away quite too easily. It's quite surprising they are hitting the ball.
Chance for Nations to make it 3. Boahin, but Esedu comes out for it. Boahin was aiming for a foul, which was not going to come for him.
Everything decent, everything he had to do. Stole the ball away, pickpocketed his man. Pandini just got into the right place.
Atugba, Okra, turns around, Simpson goes down, chance for Bechem. Here is Nyako, but he can't pull one back from that close range.
From the edge of the goalkeeper's area, look at Atuba. With his left foot, gets in Okrofel in there. Yossen quickly made that pass.
Eifa. Danso with a chance to score the third, and Nations have the third goal to Richard Danso. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Case closed. Nations have put the cherry on the top of the cake. They've wrapped this up in beautiful fashion. The man from the bench steps up and he scores the third. It's Nations 3, Bechem 0. Richard Danso, the third goal scorer.
He quickly just plunged the ball into the net. Look at him, the calmness. Control the ball with his right and then tacked him with his left. It was a sweet pass into the net without any goalkeeper, without any defender. Look at that, Esiedu. A howler game.
That's the final whistle here at the Dr. Kwame Kyei Sports Complex in Abrankasi.
And it's been a brilliant game for Nations Football Club.
It's full time here at the Dr. Kwame Kyei Sports Complex in Abrankasi. Nations FC 3, Bechem United 0.